Good morning, sixth graders. Our end of week assessment this week is actually going to be a social studies DBQ. So it'll be ELA and social studies together. Make sure you pay close attention to our prompt for this week. Compare and contrast the Jewish and Christian beliefs about Jesus Christ. Give evidence from each document to support your answer. So I read this and know that I'm not just comparing and contrasting Judaism and Christianity, but specifically how they view Jesus. So go ahead and annotate that in your prompt to make sure you know what you're looking for. Awesome. So the two documents are right here, 1 and 2. Annotate for the thing we're looking for. What do they believe about Jesus Christ? So let's take a look at document number 1. The first thing I see is Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So go ahead and annotate that on your paper, and then we can infer that because it says he's a Lord and Savior, they probably view that he's really holy. Jot that down. Important. Jot that down. And he's their Savior. They believe that he is the person that saves our souls and sends us to heaven. So that's already one inference I can make just by looking at the cover page of the Christian Bible. So this document tells us about the Christian view of Jesus Christ. This one tells us about the Jewish view. Annotate for any other details you see in this left box, document 1, that reveals about Jesus Christ. Unpause when you're done. Okay, so now I'm going to read document 2. Annotate and make inferences about any of the Jewish views of Jesus Christ. The Jewish view of Jesus Christ is that he was an ordinary Jewish man and preacher, living during the Roman occupation of the Holy Land in the 1st century CE. The Romans executed him, and also executed many other nationalistic and religious Jews for speaking out against Roman authority. Jews do not believe that Jesus was divine, the Son of God, or the Messiah that was written about in Jewish scriptures. Messiah, go ahead and annotate that unknown vocabulary word. It means the person who saves us and sends us to heaven. Written about in Jewish scriptures, though he is recognized as a kind man who should be admired. He is seen as a false Messiah, meaning someone who claimed to be the Messiah, but who ultimately did not meet the requirements laid out in Jewish beliefs. So again, these two documents should right now be annotated for all of the beliefs about Jesus Christ, because that's what you are going to be writing about in your DBQ this week. All right, so now flip to the next page. This is going to be your brainstorm for the compare and contrast piece that we write about. So we're comparing and contrasting two concepts: Jewish belief of Jesus Christ and then Christian beliefs about Jesus Christ. Write those two things down and pause when you're done. Okay, so how are they alike? Go ahead and jot down any ideas you have in here about how the Jewish and Christian beliefs about Jesus Christ are similar. What do you see in these two documents that show us that they're similar? Okay, and then go ahead and in this box and in this box, write a couple ways that they're different. And here talk about how in Christianity they think blank, and then here in Judaism they think something else. Go ahead and make sure you include evidence from each document as well. And then, and also with regard to, put ahead in this middle right here, Jesus Christ, because you're saying the differences in regard to Jesus Christ, not just the differences in their faith. And then lastly, go ahead and summarize. You know how to make a strong concluding statement, whatever it is that you put in here. Again, this is just your brainstorm for the writing we're going to do tomorrow, but pull strong evidence so that when it comes to writing your essay, you'll have a really strong brainstorm to use. When you're done, take out your independent reading book.